Yeah, so it's the next week, isn't it? It's the next week, and we're recording another video
into our microphones.
Into the microphones, and we're going to talk about something.
I've had a cold this week, Kev. I apologise straight off the bat. I'm not feeling great. So my opinions might be a bit subpar this week.
Terrible opinions, and
Yeah.
my opinions will be also impaired, sadly, due to work, too much work.
Do you ever watch the Joe Rogan Experience on YouTube, Kev?
No.
We had a comment. I mentioned that I thought Joe Rogan was a tool. And someone said, "What? Really? I don't get that impression from him. I've seen that interview. I'm not massively into Joe Rogan or anything like that. You know, I've watched a few interviews, but it just seemed genuinely sort of like Howard Stern without the jokes. A little bit boring. You know, there's like a buddy atmosphere in the recording studio, and they look things up on the internet. You know, it's sort of like,
You don't need facts anymore.
yeah, it's sort of like, I seem to remember this person did this. Google that for me, will you? And they Google it, and 9 times out of 10 they come up with a Daily Mail article, and they read out the bullet points, and that's the truth of the matter settled.
Fake news right there.
So I'm just sort of like, wow.
Post-truth.
Yeah, he's a bit of a tool, actually. Incredibly popular, though. It's like one of the go-to things for people, isn't it, when they're doing the rounds?
YouTube is just terrible. I mean, what this idea that YouTube was a thing.
Yeah, I mean,
Don't watch YouTube, it's terrible.
it is ridiculous. I mean, what's the point? What is the point?
There is no point. So that was in the course of the Wenton chat. We've got anything else to talk about?
Has anything happened musically this week?
I think so.
Have you seen Blade Runner yet?
No. I haven't seen it or Blade Runner. It ain't going to happen. It'll be on DVD.
I might go tomorrow and watch it.
I feel I need to watch Blade Runner again, to be honest, because it's been so long.
Oh no, I know that word line for line, that film line for line. I've stayed away from reviews and any mention of it because I just don't want it,
Yeah.
to be ruined
Yeah.
by reviews. I can't imagine it's going to be any good. I mean, how can you?
No, you don't make a sequel to Blade Runner.
It's a bit strange, isn't it? It's sort of like, I mean, Blade Runner was about a singular thing, You can't do that again.
Yeah.
Can you?
You can't. No. It'll be a weird sequel-y thing.
Mm.
Well, Prometheus, really. And yet, Prometheus wasn't anything like as bad as it was supposed to be.
No, I like Prometheus.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
I was looking forward to the sequel of that, and then it happened.
And it was Alien again.
It was just weird. Did that? At the end when he's on the ship and he can mess around with everyone's DNA. They're saying that is the precursor to the Nostromo thing.
Yeah.
Alien. So they have kind of linked it back to Alien.
Yeah.
In a roundabout way. It's a bit stupid though. Oh, you find out secondhand that she crashed the ship and all that, and
I know. Yeah, they set it all up in the other one, and then on that, nothing happened there. Sorry.
yeah, rubbish.
It does seem minds were changed due to the lack of popularity of Prometheus.
Well, they lost the writer, didn't they? What's his face? Went to work on Star Wars.
Oh, right. Never mind.
Should we ever talk about the meaning of life?
It's a good film. A flawed film, but an excellent film, and actually massively underrated. I mean, they've said themselves, that you put it in a different order, it would have given a much better impression. But the really good stuff at the end, Mr. Creosote, on Death, Mr. Death, he's come about the reaping, into Christmas in Heaven, would have really ended on a high, but there's all sorts of troughs in between, so you finish the film thinking, yeah. It was very Monty Python actually, because Monty Python was very patchy, But some of their best stuff is on that movie. Some of their very best.
Yeah. I was actually talking about a more existential thing, because
I know.
I'm having a bit of an existential crisis this week.
Right.
What with my illness,
And life.
potential death, I've been reflecting on what is life actually all about. Is it about, recording a YouTube video every Saturday.
Which we give no
Iron Maiden.
Yeah.
You know.
Being forced to listen to music. And then again, more next week, more. I don't want to, I want to listen to something else.
Can you review Chumbawamba, please?
Oh God, put it on the list. Then we have to listen to it.
The thing is, if people didn't suggest anything, I'm sure we'd run out of things to review. Or at least we'd, you know, I think maybe you've got a fairly solid idea of what you don't want to review.
Yeah, but yeah. So actually, without we would be a bit lost.
Yeah,
we wouldn't really know what we were supposed to be reviewing.
They are useful. So in that sense, it's a bit of a paradox. You know, we get these requests and we're like, oh, okay.
But sometimes that makes for good video. But sometimes it doesn't. It's
Yeah.
We are pressing the reset button at the moment, aren't we? These 4 worlds. That's the whole point of it.
Yeah. Which is actually a great metaphor for the meaning of life, because ultimately there is no meaning of life, and that is the paradox. You know, we spend our lives searching for meaning, and by the time we actually realise there is no meaning,
we're dead.
It's too late.
There's nothing.
You know, maybe we should have been out there, you know, running through the wheat fields with no shoes on.
Yeah, running through fields of wheat. Problem with that is you catch a cold. You'll get hay fever from the wheat.
Yeah. Yeah, don't do that if you've got hay fever. There you go.
Yeah, we're not up to this. Sorry. Goodbye.